world seem real. Like, of course, these guys last season they painted their car to have, they whatever. What do you call that when you? It's not even painted, but the thing that
like
people do,
Put like the vinyl sticker type of deal.
Right, but once these guys did that, we don't have any money, so we wouldn't take the tab stuff off of the car. I don't think it would still be the tab car. And then we just kind of roll our eyes every time we got in the car because we're two poor guys who did this dumb joke on each other last year. And I just love that kind of thing is hinted at, that that's part of the world.
Yeah, you'll still
that
see
of course
tab,
we wouldn't have money to change it
in the background. And
and we still have all the tabs left over that we bought last year. So every time you're at our apartment now, you're going to be drinking tab because of this dumb prank we did. So I love that it makes that prank seem more real, and it makes the show seem real.
Yeah,
Brian, the last time you were on the show, we talked a lot about your involvement with the Comedians of Comedy with Patton Oswalt and Zach Galifianakis and Maria Bamford and many other people here and there. You guys are headed out on tour again, coming up pretty soon. Are you looking forward to that experience? Like, is that something that you're still excited about, or is the novelty worn off?
Oh no, definitely. I look forward to it every year. What's great about it is that we don't do it that often. We haven't, driven it into the ground, and we're not playing places and I'm going there again. No, it's exciting to go back to Chicago once a year and have these great shows. And no, I'm totally looking forward to it. And with Patton and I, we've been friends for a long time. And honestly, it sounds corny, but we don't get to hang as much as we used to when we were living in San Francisco when we first moved to LA, and we weren't working as much as we would have liked. And so then we were spending, a lot of time together, and now we're both married guys. And it's just really fun to get out on the road and joke around and talk and hang for, a week at a time. And we never would get to do that otherwise. We've got the D&D thing once a week here in LA, and then I don't see him until next Wednesday when we go on our merry adventure. But it's really, that's one of my favorite things about touring is being out with him and being out with our tour manager, this guy Henry, who's a hilarious guy that runs Chunklet, and he's a lot of fun. And then when Zach's with us, another insane person to hang out with. I love Zach, so it just makes it fun.
Steve,
it's not the it doesn't feel like the road. It feels like you're just out in a van with your buddies laughing all day long.
And you have a new DVD coming out next week as well.
Yeah, we have a Comedians of Comedy at the Troubadour that we recorded I think the end of last year. Yeah.
And that's a full length, like feature length operation, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of different comics on it. The regular Comedians of Comedy guys, and then we've got guys like Jasper Red, I believe, are on it. And
Jasper's old friend of the Sound of Young America.
Yeah, very funny San Francisco comic. So yeah.
Well, Steve, has this opportunity of being on this show and becoming an actual television actor? Do you have any other operations on the table or any other buns in the oven?
I'm just working on TiVoing a lot more stuff. And
sure,
watching.
Absolutely.
No, I get to do show. I get the luxury now because I'm on a show of going out and doing shows with Sarah on occasion or some of my other friends. I've got a lot of free time now. I'm doing stuff for superdeluxe.com. You can see a lot of my short films up there. And that's basically it, doing some writing and auditioning for movies and stuff.
Well, Steve Agee, Brian Posehn, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the Sound of Young America. It was a real pleasure to have you.
Pleasure to be here.
Yep.
Well, that's another Sound of Young America video program. I've been your host, Jesse Thorne, America's radio sweetheart. The show's produced by Speaking Into Microphones. Our theme music, written and performed by Dan Grayson with help from myself. Our interstitial music, produced by DJW. I hope you'll visit our website at MaximumFun.org for all our free podcasts, including not only The Sound of Young America, but also the comedy talk program Jordan Jesse Go, the sketch comedy series The Casper Hauser Comedy Podcast, and the Coyle and Sharp Podcast. We'll see you next time on The Sound of Young America.